Today we are going to discuss about the National Pension Scheme. We know that in India from 2004 onwards a new pension scheme, namely National Pension Scheme, which is known as NPS system, was introduced. Here the features and functioning of this national pension schemes are explained. National pension system is a contributory pension scheme or system which was initially, that is from 1st January 2004, was introduced for the government employees, and later on it was extended to all citizens of India from May 1st 2009. Any citizen of India in the age group of 18 to 65 years can join in the National Pension Scheme NPS. That is, any citizen of India in the age group of 18 to 65 can join in the National Pension Scheme. The person, whether employee or citizen, who joins the National Pension Scheme is known as subscriber in the NPS. The subscribers can be employee or citizen. Under the National Pension Scheme, each subscriber will open an account with the Central Record Keeping Agency (CRA), which will be identified through a unique permanent retirement account number (PRAN). That is, subscriber is the person who joins in the pension scheme. It can be employee or citizen, and the subscriber wants to open an account with the Central Record Keeping Agency (CRA), and which will be identified through a unique permanent retirement account number, that is the PRAN. Using National Pension Scheme, two types of accounts are available to the subscribers. That is, these two types of accounts are Tier 1 and Tier 2. Tier 1 account is a pension account where subscribers contribute his or her savings, may include employers' contribution in the case of corporate sector for retirement into the partially withdrawable account. And second one is the Tier 2 account is an investment account in which subscribers are free to deposit any amount and withdraw whenever he wishes. That is, the Tier 1 account is a pension account where subscribers contribute his or her savings, may include employer's contribution also for the retirement into the partially withdrawable account. It is not fully withdrawable till the retirement. But the second one is an investment account in which the subscribers are free to deposit any amount and they can withdraw whenever they wish. An active Tier 1 account is a prerequisite for opening Tier 2 account. Any citizen of India, whether resident or non-resident, who are aged between 18 to 65 years as on date of submission of his or her application to point of presenter or point of presenters service point of presence or point of presence service provider are eligible to get the national pension or are eligible. The citizen can join National Pension Scheme either as an individual or as an employer-employee group, subject to the submission of all required information and know your customer documentation. Here, any citizen of India, whether resident or non-resident, who are in the age group of 18 to 65 years can join into the National Pension Scheme at the time of providing application to the point of presence or point of presence service provider. And they can join in any category either as an individual or as an employer-employee group. Point of presence is a term used in the National Pension Scheme. This point of presence are banks or non-banking companies or microfinance entities registered with PFRD. The two terms used in the National Pension Scheme is the point of presence POP and POP-SP. There are POP is the point of presence and POP-SP is the point of presence service provider. This point of P are banks and non-banking financial. We have seen that the application can be submitted to POP or POP service providers. And what is this POP and POP service providers? These POPs are banks and non-banking financial companies or microfinance entities registered with PFRDA, that is Pension Fund Regulating Regulatory and Development Authority to provide service-related functions to their associate subscribers enrolled under the NPS. And this point of presence are the first point of interaction for the NPS subscribers with the Central Record Keeping Agency or the NPS Trust in the NPS architecture. The authorized branches of point of presence called point of presence service providers act as a collection point and extend a number of customer services to NPS subscribers, including registration of subscribers, remittance of their periodic contribution to the trust bank, the processing of withdrawal or exit from national pension scheme, etc. Here, this term POP is the point of presence. A point of presence are the institutions associated with subscriptions, and the second one is the point of presence service provider. They are the authorized branches of POP is called the POP-SP. They do all other matters concerned with the national pension scheme. And here the procedures for opening the accounts are given. First one, any individual who wants to get registered as subscriber and wants to open a permanent retirement account for Tier 1 and Tier 2 in NPS would submit duly filled form with other supporting KYC documents to the POP or POP-SP. POP-SP of POP. That is, here the procedures for the subscription of the accounts are given. Any individual who wants to get registered as subscriber and wants to open a permanent retirement account for Tier 1 or Tier 2 category should submit a duly filled application form along with the KYC document to the POP-SP of POP. For only Tier 2 account, an individual with an active Tier 1 account need to submit a copy of PAN card along with Tier 2 activation form, or he or she can open account through online facility which can be accessed by login into your NPS account through your IP. One can also open account online through eNPS by visiting the NPS Trust website. After applying, the subscriber has to submit the printed form of the POP-SP. And a subscriber is required to make the first subscription at the time of applying for the registration. That is, minimum contribution is 500 for Tier 1 and 1000 for Tier 2 with duly filled National Contribution Instruction Slip. That is NCIS. National Pension Scheme Contribution Instruction Slip. But the initial contribution is optional in the case of corporate model. The POP-SP provides a receipt to the subscriber. They provide the receipts for the subscription. A subscriber has to contribute up to the age of 60 years or till superannuation. The periodic contribution to NPS are invested by the PF Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority approved pension in the approved pension fund as per the investment guidelines prescribed by the PFRD. The accumulate corpus at the age of 60 or superannuation is used for providing periodic pension. The higher the contribution and longer the period of investment, higher would be the accumulated corpus, and higher the multiple NPS account for a single individual are not allowed, and there is no necessity also, as the NPS is fully portable across sectors and location. Here, a subscriber has to contribute up to the age of 60, and periodic contribution into the NPS are invested by the PFRDA. The accumulated amount will be given after age of 60. Multiple accounts are not possible. Returns in the national pension schemes are market based. It is not fixed, it is market based, and the benefits will depend upon the amount contributed, the duration of contribution, the investment growth up to the point of exit from the NPS. That is, the returns depends on the return is market based, and it depends upon so many factors like the amount contributed, duration of the contribution, and the investment growth up to the point of exit from the NPS. The POP point of presenters shall issue a receipt to the NPS subscribers with the appropriate acknowledgement number on the same day after the collection of contribution. Physical annual statement of transaction, that is SOT, of your NPS account is also available, and we can access our account at any time by approaching the POP, SP or POP. Some of the important features of national pension schemes are: first one, it is voluntary. NPS is open to every Indian citizen. A subscriber can choose the amount he wants to set aside and save every year. Second one, it is simple. All subscriber has to do is to open an account either with any one of the POP or through online mode and get a plan. Third one, it is flexible. The subscriber can choose their own investment option and pension fund and see their money grow. Fourth one, it is portable. Subscriber can operate their account from anywhere, even if they change their city, job, or their pension fund manager. Tax benefits of the national pension schemes are: self-employed persons, any individual other than salaried persons. Contribution up to 20% of gross income of self-employed is deductible from the taxable income under Section 80 CCD of 1 of the Income Tax Act, subject to ceiling of Rs 1.5 lakhs. Salaried employees on a contribution up to 10% of salary to NPS are deductible under the Section 80 CCD 1 of Income Tax Act, subject to a saving of 1.5. Additional tax benefit on self-contribution to NPS for both salaried and self-employed individual, and additional deduction for investment up to 50,000 has been provided under Section 80 CCD 1B. Here, the tax benefit we will get a tax benefit under Section 80 CCD of 1 and 80 CCE. In both cases, salaried and the self-employed, here the percentage is different, 20, and here 10% is allowed. Then additional tax benefits are also allowed under 80 CCD of 1B. Therefore, the total deduction that can be claimed from own contribution to NPS can go up to 2 lakhs. Salaried employee also get the tax benefits on employer contribution to his or her NPS account also. Contributions made by the employer up to 10% of salary, that is basic plus DA, can be claimed as deduction from the taxable income under Section 80 CCD 2 of the Income Tax Act 1961. There is no upper cap in the amount on this tax deduction. This deduction is over and above the ceiling limit of 1.5. There is no upper cap in terms of the amount on this tax deduction, and this deduction is over and above ceiling of 1.5 provided under Section 80C and 50,000 of 80cc D of, that is the contribution by the employer. These tax benefits are applicable for the investment in Tier 1 account only. These are the features and functions of the National Pension Scheme. Here I have given a general introduction about the National Pension Scheme, which was implemented in 2004 and was started applying from 2009 onwards.